with your award-winning news team, Lynn Brooks, Terry Brewer, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
Hey, we still got rain showers thanks to Tropical Depression Isaac, but how long will they last? I'll let you know coming up at Home Team Weather.
People aren't the only ones dealing with trouble caused by Isaac. We'll take you to the coast for the latest on conditions and recovery. And it's just a little more than 48 hours away until another Bama football season. The countdown is on, and we've got the Tide covered. But first, the very latest on the rain and severe weather impacting parts of our area. We're glad you're with us. I'm Lynn Brooks.
And I'm Terry Brewer. We'll check in for the latest conditions on the coast in just a moment. But first, what can West Alabama expect from Isaac for the rest of the evening? Daniel Sparkman is in the WVUA Weather Center with the latest. Daniel.
Hey, Terry and Lynn, we're still looking at some rain showers, even some thunderstorms across parts of West Alabama, thanks to Isaac. And we're going to continue to see these intermittent showers. Some showers have now dissipated over Tuscaloosa, but we did see a good bit of rainfall here today down to our south in parts of Choctaw and Sumter County. Rain still falling in the Livingston area up toward Utah. Sumter and Greene County still under a tornado watch until 10 o'clock tonight. We'll have your full forecast coming up in just a bit.
Well, meanwhile, folks in Alabama are headed to help people most affected by Isaac.
Alabama Power is sending crews to help storm survivors in Mississippi. A spokesperson said around 390 crew members are headed to Jackson and says they would be working with local power company crews to help restore power. Meanwhile, parts of Louisiana and Mississippi are dealing with heavy rain and flooding from Isaac. Hundreds of homes are underwater and people are staying in shelters. Situations like this are mostly north and south of New Orleans. The biggest problems in New Orleans seems to be downed power lines, scattered tree limbs, also minor flooding. And Plaquemines Parish has been one of the areas hardest hit by Isaac. That area is south of New Orleans and outside the federal levee system. The area you're looking at here can only be accessed right now by boat. The high waters have left cattle stranded, and dozens of people in Plaquemines Parish were stranded in flooded coastal areas, and they had to be rescued. And here are some other local Isaac-related developments. The Red Cross shelter for evacuees at Skyland Boulevard Baptist Church in Tuscaloosa is now closed. And due to today's severe weather, classes at the University of West Alabama in Livingston are canceled for the rest of the evening. Changing gears now, the countdown is on now for Alabama fans, just a little bit away now from the start of another football season.
That's right, really down to hours at this point. Now here's the official countdown. 2 days, 1 hour, 56 minutes and 45 seconds, now 44. It's just counting down by the second. The Bama Crimson Tide will hit the gridiron against the Michigan Wolverines at Cowboy Stadium in Arlington, Texas. That is on Saturday. And the game will be one for the history books. It's the first time Alabama and Michigan have played each other during their regular seasons. In fact, the two teams have faced off against each other just 3 times before, and 2 of those times Alabama has come up short. Bryant Museum Director Ken Gaddy says Alabama hasn't had much luck playing in Texas either. Alabama has won 3 games but lost 4 playing in Cotton Bowls in Dallas. Gaddy says he thinks the new Cowboy Stadium will be a fresh start.
Getting to play in a different stadium there, maybe they'll change that mindset with the Cotton Bowl, getting out of that stadium into the new Cowboy Stadium.
And Saturday's game in Dallas starts at 7 p.m. and will be televised on ABC. And WVUA is the place to start your football Saturdays. Don't miss Crimson Tide kickoff starting this Saturday, September 1st, 8 a.m. Gary Harris will have complete game day coverage with special guests, a breakdown of the matchup, and feature stories on the Tide. That's a brand new season of Crimson Tide kickoff starting this Saturday. And this Friday is the first big night of the season for high school football. Alabama's home team is the place for all your football action. Gary Harris and the WVUA sports team will bring you all the highlights from West Alabama's biggest games Friday night at 10:35. That's immediately following WVUA News at 10. Well, the Republican National Convention is in its final hours as Mitt Romney is preparing to make the most important speech of his political life.
In addition to big-name politicians, a Hollywood legend is making a surprise appearance in Tampa. Stacey Cohen has the story.
Hours before formally accepting his party's nomination for president, Mitt Romney walks the floor of the Tampa Bay Times Forum. With his running mate Paul Ryan at his side, the candidate smiles and shakes hands with family members, supporters, and delegates from around the country before making last-minute adjustments at the podium. By late afternoon, the convention stage is expanded to draw Romney closer to the convention crowd as he prepares to connect with a primetime audience.
Mitt Romney is a truly decent and good man. You cannot take that away from him. He has earned that reputation, and I think you'll see it tonight.
Before Romney's speech, Hollywood and political heavyweights will take the stage. Romney supporter and Hollywood legend Clint Eastwood is expected to address the convention crowd, as will Newt Gingrich and his wife Callista, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, and Florida Senator Marco Rubio, who will introduce Mitt Romney. Tonight's speech is a culmination of a long political journey for the 65-year-old former governor. Romney's running mate Paul Ryan had his turn with the crowd Wednesday. A Romney campaign advisor says Romney and Ryan are ready to hit the road.
You can tell these two people have a lot of chemistry on the trail, and we're looking forward to both of them being out there campaigning.
The campaign plane, to be unveiled Friday morning, is on the runway and ready. I'm Stacey Cohen reporting.